I welcome you all to the lesson Fractions Part 1 of Grade 7. By studying this lesson, you will be able to identify mixed numbers and improper fractions and convert a mixed number into an improper fraction and an improper fraction into a mixed number. Mixed numbers and improper fractions. Let's identify mixed numbers first. What is a mixed number? A whole number with a proper fraction is called a mixed number. Examples: 1 1/2, 2 1/3, 5 3/4, and 2 2/5. So these are called mixed numbers. Here you can see this number has a whole number part and a fractional part. We want to more clear about this. Let's take a number 3 1/2. In this 3 1/2, where the 3, the whole number part, and the half is called the proper fractional part. So by mixing a whole number part and a fractional part, a mixed number is formed. So this is what mixed number. Okay, let's see what is improper fractions. In grade 6, we learn what is proper fractions. Proper fraction meaning a fraction, the numerator is always lesser than the denominator. The fraction numerator is lesser than denominator is called proper fractions. Here, improper fraction meaning the numerator of a fraction is greater or equal to the denominator is defined as improper fraction. So unlike proper fraction, here the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. Such fractions are called improper fractions. Examples here: 3/2, 7/4, 5/3, 4/2, and 6/6. Here in these cases you can see the numerator is greater than denominator, but here numerator and the denominators are same, equal. So therefore the numerator either greater than the denominator or equal to the denominator. Such fractions are known as improper fractions. Okay, let's study now how to express a mixed number as an improper fraction through the examples. Example number 1. Express 2 3/4 as an improper fraction. So we can do this by two different methods. Converting a mixed number into an improper fraction can be done in two different ways. Let's see what is the first method. Method 1. The method 1 says when the mixed number is given, we need to separate the whole number part into ones and the remaining fractional part also as separate. Now here 2 3/4 is written 1 plus 1 plus 3/4. First step is separating the whole number parts into ones and the fractional part. Then thereafter the whole number part is written in the improper fraction form, that is 4/4. Here 4/4. The reason writing here with the denominator 4, since the denominator in the fractional part is 4, here too we are writing the numbers in terms of 4 to get the same denominator in everywhere as 4. After writing the whole number part into improper fractions, let's add the total, that is going to be 11/4. 11/4. So 2 3/4 is equal to 11 over 4. This is what the first method of converting a mixed number into improper fraction. By separating the whole numbers and the fractional part, we can get the answer for the given mixed number into improper fractions. Let's see the second method. In fact, the second method is rather easy than the first method. We'll see the second method. When the mixed number is given, here the idea is we should multiply the whole number part with denominator. Multiply the whole number part with denominator and add with the numerator. Here 2 times 4 plus 3. Whole number multiplied with denominator and then add with numerator. So 2 times 4 plus 3 divided by 4. The denominator remains as same. Now the answer of the upper part, numerator part here, 2 times 4, 8 plus 3, that is 11 over 4. So we got the same answer as in the first method. So 2 3/4 is equal to 11 over 4. And this is what the second method. We'll go for one more example for the second method. Using the second method, express 5 2/3 as an improper fraction. Let's use only the second method because this is what the most common method we use in solving problems. So by the second method, 5 2/3 is equal to, as we studied in the earlier example, 5 times 3 plus 2. So 5 times 3 plus 2, that is 15 plus 2, 17 over 3. 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, 17, 17 over 3. And this is how we are converting a mixed number into an improper fraction with two different methods. Expressing an improper fraction as a mixed number, the converse action of the previous case, this time expressing an improper fraction as a mixed number. Let's study this using an example. Express 7/5 as a mixed number. Here too, we have two different methods for converting an improper fraction into a mixed number. We'll see what is the first method. Method 1, when 7/5 is given, we are dividing the numerator 7 in terms of denominator. That means dividing or writing 7 in terms of 5. Because the denominator is 5, therefore we are writing 7, that the numerator in terms of denominator. 7 is equal to 5 plus 2. After that, this combined fraction, this is a combined fraction. We can separate the combined fraction into two fractions, 5 over 5 plus 2 over 5. After separating into two fractions, 5 over 5 answer is 1. Here 2/5. So totally final answer 1 and 2/5. Therefore, the improper fraction 7/5 is equal to 1 and 2/5. And this is what the first method. We'll go for the second method by considering the same example, 7 over 5. We'll see what is the second method here. So the meaning of this fraction is, you all know, 7 divided by 5. When 7 is divided by 5 according to the definition, in 7, 5 1 times. 1 times 5, 5. The balance is 2. So 1 time and the balance is 2 out of 5. So we are writing this result. We are writing these results here when 7 is divided by 5. Here, when 7 divided by 5, the result answer is 1 time, the red color indicating the number of times here, quotient, that is 1 time, and 2 balance out of 5. So this blue color indicating the balance remainder 2 out of 5. So when 7/5 is written in this form, that is equal to 1 plus 2/5. The answer, when you add these two, 1 and 2/5, the same answer we received here. So 7/5 by the second method, when converting into mixed number, we need to consider here how many 5s are here in this 7. How many 5s are here in 7? 1 time, and the balance is 2 out of the same denominator 5. And this is what the second method. Converting improper fraction into mixed numbers, continuing here with example 2. Express 14/9 as a mixed number. Once again, we'll go for the first method, how to convert the given improper fraction into a mixed number. According to the first method, now we learn in the first example, we should write the numerator in terms of its denominator. So when 14 is written in terms of 9, 9 plus 5. Thereafter, we are separating into two fractions, 9 upon 9 plus 5 upon 9. So this answer is 1. Here the fractional value is 5 9s, altogether 1 and 5 9s. We'll go for the second method. The second method, 14 9s, when divided 14 by 9, here 14 divided by 9 one time and remainder 5. So let's write the conclusion here. When 14 divided by 9, we need only this answer part, that is 1 times with 5 remainder of 9. So 1 plus 5 9s, when this is added and written together, so 1 and 5 9s. So this is example number 2, how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay, let's go for one more example. Example number 3. Express 23/7 as a mixed number. Fairly a large fraction than the previous occasion, 23/7. We'll see by the first method, 23/7. When 23 is written in terms of 7, we can write 3 times 7 here. Because 3 times 7, 21, and the balance 2. So write 7 3 times and the balance 2. And this is how we are writing 23 in terms of 7. After that, when we are separating these combined fraction into single parts, so this is how we should write 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 fractional parts. Thereafter, every 7/7 is equal to 1. Therefore, after converting the improper fraction into whole number part, the answer is 3 and 2 7s. Therefore, by the first method, 23/7 is equal to 3 and 2 7s. Second method. Second method theory is fairly easy than the first method here. Dividing 23 by 7, and here 3 times 7, 21, 2 balance. And let's write the answer, the conclusion here. When 23 divided by 7, quotient 3, remainder 2. 3 and 2 7s. When these two written together, so 23/7 is equal to 3 and 2 7s. So especially in this fraction, in this improper fraction, when we compare the two methods, it is very clear that the second method is always easy than the first method in converting an improper fraction into mixed numbers. Comparison of fractions. Comparison of fractions with equal numerators and unequal denominators. In grade 6, we learn how to compare fractions with equal numerators or with equal denominators. Here, let's study how to compare two fractions with unequal numerator or with unequal denominators. Example 1. Select the larger fraction out of 2/3 and 5/6. Here, when you consider the numerator, when you go through the numerator, they are unequal. But when you go through the denominators, even though they are unequal, by using the knowledge of equivalent fractions, we can convert this 3 into 6. After converting 3 into 6, then the denominators become same, equal, then easily we can compare the fractions. Therefore, what we are doing here, we are writing the equivalent fractions for 2/3. 2/3 by multiplying 2, we can convert it into the equivalent fractions 4/6. Now this is equal to 4/6. Already this is 5/6. Since 4/6 is less than 5/6, therefore the second one, the first fraction is 2/3, the second one is 5/6. After getting the result, we are writing using the sign, comparing the given two fraction. The first one is smaller than the second one. Therefore, the larger fraction is 5/6. So let's go for one more example. Example 2. Select the larger fraction out of 3/5 and half. Here too, when you go through the numerator, they are unequal, and unequal numerator fractions easily can compare by equalizing the denominator. So that's why, since the numerators are not equal here, we consider to equalize the denominators. We equalize the denominators and compare. Here too, since the numerators unequal, let's try to equalize the denominators of the two fractions. Here the denominator 5, here 2. Then how can we equalize? And these two are two different numbers. Therefore, we should think about a common number to both 5 and 2. What is the common number for both 5 and 2? That is called the LCM of 5 and 2. The least common multiples of 5 and 2 is 10. So, we should convert this each and every fraction into the denominators 10, since the denominator of 5 and 2, the LCM of 5 and 2 is 10. So let's write 3/5 with the knowledge of equivalent fractions in terms of denominator 10. So when you multiply by 2, 6/10. When half is written with the equivalent fractions, that is multiplied by 5, 5/10. Now the both fractions converted into the denominator tens. Here 6/10, here 5/10. Since 6/10 greater than 5/10, that means the first one is greater than the second fraction. Therefore, the larger fraction is 3/5 among the given two fractions. Comparison of mixed numbers. When you are comparing two mixed numbers, the mixed numbers can be categorized into two groups. The first one, mixed numbers with unequal whole number parts. The other is mixed number with equal whole number parts. We'll see how to compare the mixed numbers with unequal whole number parts using this example. Select the larger number from 4 and 1/3 and 1 and 5/7. So when you compare these two mixed numbers, it is very clear that the whole number part, here 4, here 1, since 4 is greater than 1, whatever the fractional part, the whole number part is, first one's whole number part is greater than the second whole number parts. Since 4 is greater than 1, it is very clear that the first mixed number is greater than the second mixed number. So when you have unequal whole number parts, by considering only the whole number value, we can take a decision whether the first one or the second one is larger. Anyhow, according to the given two mixed numbers, the larger mixed number is 4 and 1/3. And this is how we are comparing mixed numbers with unequal whole number parts. Okay, now let's see how to compare mixed numbers with equal whole number parts. Example, select the larger number from 2 and 2/3 and 2 and 4/5. So here we can see in the given two mixed numbers, the whole number parts are equal. Here 2, here once again 2. So we can't take a decision by considering the whole number part, since the whole number parts are equal. So we should compare the given two mixed numbers by comparing the fractional part. So we'll see how to compare the two mixed numbers using the fractional part by first method. Method 1. So let's consider the fractional part 2/3, and here 3, here 5, denominator 3, denominator 5. We learned in the earlier example, when two different numbers are there, we should go for the LCM. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So therefore, let's write the equivalent fractions for 2/3 in 15s. So that is 10/15. 10/15. Then the second fractional part, 4/5. When 4/5 is written using the knowledge of equivalent fractions, that is 12/15. 10/15, 12/15. So since 10/15 is lesser than 12/15, that means the first fraction is, first mixed number is lesser than the second mixed number. Therefore, out of the two given mixed numbers, the larger number is 2 and 4/5. So the first method says, by considering the fractional parts, by writing the equivalent fractions, by comparing the fractional parts, we are deciding out of the two which is the larger number. We'll go for one more method for the same, 2 and 2/3. In this method, we are writing or converting the given mixed number into improper fractions. Students, you know how to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8/3. So by converting the given two mixed numbers into improper fraction, the first one 8/3, the second mixed number 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 4, 14/5. So after converting the given numbers into improper fractions, 8/3 and 14/5, once again we should go for equalizing the two improper fractions. Here 3, here 5, therefore we should go for the LCM 15, then equalizing 8/3 when writing the equivalent fractions, 40/15. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So converting 8/3 into 40/15. Once again, the 14/5, writing equivalent fractions, 42/15. So 40/15, here 42/15. Since 40/15 is lesser than 42/15, that means the first one is smaller than second one. Therefore, the larger number is 2 and 4/5. So this is what the first method. Second method. In the second method, converting the given mixed number into improper and equalizing the denominators of the improper fractions, we can compare the two given mixed numbers. Here we should follow 3 steps. First, express as improper fractions, then write in equivalent fractions out of the LCM. After finally, we are deciding which is the larger mixed number out of the given mixed numbers.